Now this is how I train chest to get the girthiest pump ever. So I like to start off with some push-ups. I like to do 1, maybe 2 sets, not too much, just to get some blood flowing to the chest. I focus on pressing on my forearms rather than pressing on the floor. That mental change just gives a better chest contraction. Next, we're going to the bench. Everyone likes bench press.
Yeah, buddy!
I'm currently working on some strength because I didn't bench the first year that I was weightlifting. I mean, I benched a couple times, but I wouldn't like bench because I just didn't like free weight things, especially bar work. It just didn't really work with me. But now I decided, okay, stop being a wuss and start benching. So I've been working on some strength recently. The reason why I start with bench is because you should always start with your heaviest movements first. Because I'm working on strength, I want to be strongest at bench press, so then I start with bench press. So what I'll do is I'll work around the 5 to 10 rep range, and when I'm at my top sets, I'll work around a 3 to 5 rep range to just build that strength. Then when I'm done my PR or top set, head on to hypertrophy, and what I'll do is I'll bring it down from like 80 kgs or whatever I was doing for a small amount of rep to 60 kgs, and I'll rep at 10 to 12 reps, and then I'll do that a good number of times for hypertrophy. So bench press, basically I train strength and hypertrophy. Strength first, hypertrophy last. So next up we have incline press on the Smith machine. The reason why I do on the Smith machine is so that I can do the half reps in between each rep. On normal bench with a bar or dumbbells, this would be very unstable. It just allows me to get that pump in between each rep. So what I like to do with these half reps is after I go all the way down, I'll pump it like either a third or a half of my full rep before the next rep. And basically what that will do is it feels like it shocks the muscle, and as Arnold says,
You got to shock the muscle, and shock the muscle.
to do that half rep thing, because I feel it's really beneficial. Next exercise, we have one arm chest press. How I like to think of this is you are pushing the back of your elbow forwards along with the machine, like I explained earlier with the push-ups, and then I like to hold the back of the chair with my other arm to keep me stable, and then I just focus on pushing the weight sideways and squeezing my arm into my chest to give a really good squeeze. And you can see here I'm busy drop setting. In terms of the layout and how I do this exercise, I'll start with 1 or 2 warm-up sets, and then I'll go 1 drop set. This is obviously 1 on each pec, so I'll do 1 drop set, and then I'll head upstairs to do the next exercise, which will be laying cable flies. My mindset for these reps to get a really good squeeze is to think that I'm hugging like a barrel, and then at the top I'm trying to close the gap between my 2 elbow pits. That takes the tension off of the tricep and instead focuses on the movement of the upper arm contracting the chest. So having that mindset of bringing the elbow pits together really helps to squeeze that chest and give it a good pump. This is my most intense part of my workout. What I do is I will do 1 or 2 warm-up sets, usually 2 warm-up sets, and then I'll do about 3 drop sets, all very intense. I'll start with 10 or 12.5 kgs. I'll go to failure, but that'll usually be around 10 reps, and then I'll put it down 2.5 kgs, and I'll go to failure, and then I'll drop another 2.5, go to failure until I don't have any more weight to drop. The 2.5s I will rep out for 20 to 25 reps at the end of every drop set. So I'll do 3 of those, and then that'll give me the best pump. Lastly, we are finishing off with lower chest. So I like to do these, I'm not sure what to call them, but they're like reverse seated flies, I suppose. Let me know in the comments what you would call these. I have pretty much the same mindset as the previous one of hugging the barrel, then trying to touch your elbow pits together at the end to get that extra good squeeze. So the movement, instead of being forwards, it's pointing downwards. So this is putting a lot more focus on the lower chest, which is the main point of this exercise. Otherwise I wouldn't really be doing it. For this exercise, I like to do at least 1 drop set, usually 2 drop sets. Just like the last laying flies, I will start off with a heavy weight and do around 10 to 15 reps, and then drop at 2.5, go till failure, and then repeat until I am on 2.5. And then once I'm on 2.5, then I'll rep that out for a bit, and then focus on every 5 reps, pausing at the top of the movement and squeezing, and then putting it back down, doing another 5, pausing and squeezing, just to get that real good pump. Now the next exercise is pressing that subscribe button.